Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. Australia's vaccination schedule has been given a major shake-up. The rollout for those over the age of 50 will be sped up using the AstraZeneca vaccine. The changes follow yesterday's National Cabinet meeting. Pharmacies are also calling on the federal government to let them deliver the COVID-19 vaccine in regional, rural and remote areas of the country. Many places have limited access to GPs. Trent Toomey from the Pharmacy Guild says they're already doing the job with other vaccines.
There's no private general practice in the Torres Strait Islands, no private general practice over in the Gulf of Carpentaria, but there are community pharmacies in both of those locations that are already providing flu vaccines.
National Cabinet will give final approval to changes to the rollout when it meets again on Thursday. Claims of bullying and sexual harassment will be investigated by the Royal Commission into the suicide of Defence Force personnel. Veterans Affairs Minister Darren Chester says they're among a number of issues to be covered by the Commission.
I've spoken to the chiefs of all the services, to the Chief of Defence Force himself, and they have a zero tolerance to bullying and sexual harassment.
The prosecution and defence have presented closing arguments in the murder trial of Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. He's facing 40 years in jail over the death of George Floyd during an arrest in May last year. Prosecutor Steve Schleicher rejected claims Chauvin followed police training by putting a knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes.
George Floyd died face down on the pavement, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. During this time, George Floyd struggled, desperate to breathe, to make enough room in his chest to breathe.
And NASA has successfully flown a helicopter on Mars. The Ingenuity chopper, looking more like a drone, safely completed takeoff and landing. There were celebrations in the NASA control room when video of the flight was received.
Confirmed that Ingenuity has performed its first flight, the first flight of a powered aircraft to another planet.
To sport, 3 players are facing lengthy suspensions at the NRL judiciary tonight. Bulldogs forward Jack Hetherington could be out for 6 weeks for a high tackle in the weekend loss to the Cowboys. It's the 6th time he's been charged in just 29 NRL games. South Sydney's Latrell Mitchell is facing 4 weeks for dangerous contact on Tigers winger David Nofaluma, while the Roosters' Victor Radley is facing 3 weeks for a careless high tackle on Melbourne's Cameron Munster. In AFL, ruckman Tom Hickey is facing 2 months out of the game after suffering a knee injury in the weekend loss to the GWS. And the drama continues in the English Premier League. Tottenham has sacked manager Jose Mourinho 6 days before the club plays Manchester City in the League Cup final at Wembley. Spurs is one of 6 English clubs linked to a rebel EuroLeague. In entertainment news, Sharon Osbourne is promising to spill the tea about her rift on The Talk. She's confirmed she's writing a book about her heated on-air spat with co-star Cheryl Underwood. A second Downton Abbey film is in the works and is due for release by Christmas. The plot for the movie remains under wraps. However, all key cast members are set to return, including Hugh Bonneville and Maggie Smith. And Oscar attendees won't be asked to wear face masks during the telecast on April 25. They're being asked to mask up, though, when they're not on camera. And that's your latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.